All right, a couple cool little tricks for you guys today in Ableton. So I've got a little loop right here. All right, and we just want to play with it a little bit. So I'm dragging it into a track here. Normally I would make my grooves in here. So once I'm done with this, I'll probably just copy all this over here so I can work in the arrangement window, because the session window tends to cause a lot of procrastination. So if you're finding yourself having some issues with finishing songs, you might want to pull yourself out of the session window. Anyway, with that said, what we're going to do, we're just going to play with this real quick. So we got a lot of decay on the sounds. In other words, it's taking up a lot of space, each of the sounds, right? And I want to back that off a little bit. So first tip is come down here, make sure you're on beats, and transients is perfectly fine. And then right here, you want to choose this first arrow here, arrow going to the right, just like so. And now this here, you can back this off and it will, it'll shave off some decay on the transient. So and really can bring a lot of sounds under control. I do this quite a bit to kind of shorten sounds, and also just to change some of the source material that I'm using, you know, just change it up and just make it a little bit more my own. So now that we've done that, we've got this. So what I want to do now is I want to just play around with what is possible here. So I'm going to create like a little half bar loop here, okay? And so this is some interesting stuff that that I can play around with, right? So what I'm going to do is let's just get some of these other sounds going, right? I'll probably need to turn this down. As you can hear, it just gives a lot of really interesting ideas. Now, some of the stuff's not going to sound great, but you can always go back and kind of cut it up. So what I like to do is create another audio track here. In this audio track, I'm just going to bring in the audio from this track here, track 9. So audio from track 9, right? And then I'm going to put monitor to in. So we're going to arm this track and hit start here and kind of just go for it. Like so. And now we've got this part here with all this interesting combinations of sounds. We could now come and kind of go maybe 2 bars at a time or something and see if we've got anything cool here. So I'll turn this off. We'll set this to auto. And this will turn off for now. So as you can hear, as you kind of go through, you can find little grooves and stuff in loop form. You grab these little things, and now you've got all these like really interesting variations that you didn't have to like overthink or anything. You just kind of grab the best bits and put it into your song. So what I'm going to do, because I kind of like what's going on here, is I'm just going to copy all this. Actually, I'm going to cut all this, get it out of here, and then I'm going to copy it over here like so. I don't think this is part of it here, but the rest of this, click this right here, and now we've got our loop over here. Obviously, we got this over here, and we can stretch this out and play around with it. If we want, we can just duplicate this and turn off the loop here so we can stretch this out and play around with different parts of this and see what kind of interesting rhythms we get. So just a little quick tip for you. I actually did this with like something that had a kick drum in it as well, and it was good fun here. So yeah, there's a lot that you can do just by manipulating a loop or something like that, and then recording the part to another track, kind of resampling it. And then you've got some interesting things that you can play with, just different variations and stuff like that. So you don't have to sit endlessly trying to make different drum fills and things like that to keep your song interesting. You can just do something like this, and it is another approach to keep some interest in your track. So I hope this helps you guys. I hope you enjoy this little tip, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.